We are following the inspiring rehabilitation of Springfield Police Officer Mark Priebe, who actually is scheduled to come home tomorrow after spending months at a hospital in Colorado for rehab.
I shouldn't be here. I should be dead. I really believe that. I know that. I remember everything. I never went unconscious. I remember every bit of it, and the different people that, as I'm laying there getting treated out front of the police headquarters, all the different faces that popped in and said, "We're here for you," and were talking to me and keeping me going.
It was a morning that would forever change Officer Priebe's life. On June 9th, the 21-year Springfield police veteran was seriously injured when a driver rammed him into a barricade with an SUV. Priebe suffered a spinal injury and is now paralyzed. Ashley Reynolds traveled to Englewood, Colorado, and talked with the Priebe family about their road to recovery.
I'm so thankful that I got to come here. I can't imagine where I'd be if I probably hadn't.
Officer Mark Priebe spent his summer here. Craig Hospital is a few minutes south of Denver. It's a world-renowned facility that specializes in spinal cord injuries.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of where he's at today.
His wife of 20 years, Heather Priebe, is by his side.
And this is something we've talked about over the years, the what ifs.
For their kids, Connor and Chloe, this visit is tough. They must stay 6 feet away from Dad.
In my family, just being, I haven't seen my kids. I haven't seen my daughter since I left Mercy. And luckily I saw Connor a few weeks after I was here. But as you know, you can't touch each other, you can't give them hugs. So that's been hard, probably the hardest.
He's amazing and brave. He doesn't give up even though things are tough for him right now. And whenever things are tough, he always gets through it.
With what happened, it could have been worse, so we're happy where he is now.
Old photos prove time is fleeting and that in any second, everything can change.
All right. You ready, Brandon? Yep.
This is how Officer Priebe first got from his bed to a wheelchair. It took a lift and 2 people. Then lifting himself up was not easy. Now it's routine.
We didn't know anyone in a wheelchair, so this is a new life for us.
I remember when Heather left the first time and just being here by myself and really getting where you have some downtime in the evenings and thinking about things, and I've just literally sat there and cried. There's been a lot of moments where the reality of the fact that I won't ever walk again probably, and just not feeling good consistently, I've had more moments start now, luckily, that, I'm having more good days than bad days.
This was a good day. With the help of a machine that can only be used in a clinical setting, he was upright.
I was nervous, really. I hadn't stood up since June 9th.
The machine helps with bone density.
I felt really good after walking around for quite a while.
It was overwhelming. People were like, "You didn't cry?" I'm like, no, my heart was literally ready to jump out of my body, because to see him stand upright and to see his knees and his legs move in a natural state was so overwhelming.
Rehab here is all about transitioning to the new normal. Grilling burgers in a wheelchair? Mission accomplished.
Things are going to be at a different height for me a lot, so that's where we're trying to figure things out back at home, especially what I can and can't reach.
He's taking a swing at new hobbies.
My son golfs and wants to golf. My father-in-law is a big golfer, my brother-in-law. So is it trying to think of things that we can do outside of here as a family.
Officer Priebe says faith, family, and community support keeps him in motion.
Even just the prayers, people saying, "Hey, we're praying for you, we're here for you." It's just all that positive influence, I think has really helped me stay motivated to keep moving forward. I shouldn't be here. I should be dead. I really believe that. I know that. If it wasn't for, and I'm not going to say for another officer that took action, I really believe that there would have been a funeral, and they would have had to go through a funeral for me. I think God's kept me here for a reason. I don't know everything. I don't know why. To be a better dad, to be a better husband, a better person, hopefully even and to hopefully be able to give back.
When I walked into the ER that day, he said, "I'm sorry." And I'm like, "For what?" And he goes, "I'm sorry." And I told him, I said, "You have a second chance. I don't have to walk out this door and tell our kids that their dad is gone. I don't have to walk out this door and plan a funeral. We get to go forward with a second chance.
A chance to see his kids drive and graduate. But first, he plans to go to a public high school home game.
I'm stoked, but that excitement of being able to go out to the football field and see my kid play, see Chloe to start lifting weights again and getting strong and lifting weights and competing like she was before all this COVID stuff started.
So I'm really happy that we can be together again and that he'll be able to be home with us.
It's going to be pretty nice having him there.
The Prayers for Priebe Facebook page has more than 30,000 followers. They say the outpour of community support cannot be measured.
You guys have blessed us with thousands of cards, blankets, t-shirts. Marquette doesn't have to do laundry for another year.
The Facebook page is also a place for Heather to share her own challenges. She has cancer.
It's called follicular lymphoma. It's non-Hodgkin's. It's treatable, not curable. So I'll have it the rest of my life, but the way we're going now, everything is going good.
I asked Heather what she sees today when she looks at Mark.
A hero. He's stronger than he was. I'm thankful that we've been able to do this together.
I'm still here to see my kids grow up and to live a life and hopefully be able to give back and continue to make a difference.
The Priebe family is asking for one thing: continued prayers. They know there will be challenges ahead, but believe they can accomplish anything because of faith and community support. In Englewood, Colorado, I'm Ashley Reynolds.
Wow, what an impressive family. Anxious to get them back here in the Ozarks this week. John Ruth, meanwhile, the man accused of intentionally hitting Priebe with his SUV is charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action. In July, a Greene County judge ordered a mental evaluation for Ruth, who remains now in the Greene County Jail.